What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 581 of Community Universe Mode, and we are live. We are finally here at the second annual Sacrifice Live from Columbus, Ohio, and what a night it is. A lot is going to be sacrificed by many superstars on the Fusion roster, and the first up to the plate is none other than the CMV Anarchy champion, Shay Hoxton, whose championship reign is in serious jeopardy. Shay Hoxton, after yet again successfully retaining his Anarchy championship earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion against Joey Diaz, after time and time again avoiding doing so, Shay Hoxton decided it was a good idea to jump on Twitter and brag about his quote-unquote undefeated streak and beating Joey Diaz. But you got to remember who came back on that same episode of Fusion, guys, after nearly 2 years of just being non-existent. COO Triple H said, "Now that I'm back, things are going to change. Shay, you're a great champion, and I see a bright future for you, but I'm going to see if you can back up all your talk." So at Sacrifice, right here, right now, Hoxton is going to have to defend his championship against not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 challengers in the third ever Rage in a Cage match. 25 minutes will be on the clock. Whichever one of these superstars has the most points gained by either pinfall or submission, and it is Falls Count Anywhere, will leave Sacrifice as the CMV Anarchy champion. Hoxton is one of the longest reigning Anarchy champions of all time, and, well, it's been an interesting reign, to say the very least, but has he backed himself into a corner he will not be able to get out of? We're going to find out right here at the of what is a stacked card from top to bottom. You want to talk about Sacrifice? The future of Fusion is in jeopardy. Will Percy Simmons and his ironclad contract be turned upside down, or will Yuri Sokolov be removed from power? And who in our main event will leave as the undisputed champion when PJ Moon challenges Andrew Briggs, who is nowhere near 100% after not only the brutal attack that he suffered at the hands of his former friend Moon last month, but the hellacious match he went through with Perry Heenan just a few days ago on Monday Night Fusion. Much, much more as well, and I'll just say right now, bear with me. I'm right smack in the middle of this nasty chest cold, so I'm probably going to be doing some sniffling, probably clearing my throat a lot. I'll mute the mic, though, if I have to cough bad. Wouldn't want you all hearing that in your precious little baby ears. And we talk about how Shay Hoxton really doesn't stand a chance, but how about his 5 opponents who, on only a week's notice, have been thrust into this position? They had no time to prepare. And look who comes out first. It is none other than the returning former Fusion Tag Team Champion, who we've not seen since he lost the Fusion Tag Team titles alongside his protege and partner Dax Harris, the CMV veteran, the GOAT, Adam Valentine, who throughout his multi-year career here in CMV has vied for the Anarchy title on many occasions. Will tonight be the night he finally takes it for himself? Excuse me. Grown out his beard a little bit. That's a pretty cool scarf, I have to admit. Don't know that it'll do him any good once that cage lowers, though. Adam Valentine, the first of 6 to step into the ring. As now here comes the POV of CMV, one half of the Bullies of Virtue, whose best friend and tag team partner later on tonight is looking to finish the job that the two started, putting down Hayden in our co-main event. But for Brian Jacobson, he's hoping to pick up his first CMV championship. Jacobson thinks very highly of himself, but once the match actually starts, once that bell rings, he's going to have to spend a little bit less time flaunting his ego and try and maintain focus as much as one can inside of this ominous structure. Brian Jacobson with his main roster pay-per-view debut. Will it be a night to remember? Or could it possibly be the Machine and the recently dubbed Eliminator, a superstar who has just exploded to the forefront of CMV in these past couple months? A man who set the record back at Fast Track in the Battle Royal, eliminating 7 men and lasting 25 minutes. That performance alone earned him a spot inside of the Elimination Chamber representing NGW Validation. Things didn't go his way there, neither did they on NGW TV a few days ago in the Fatal 5-Way match for the NGW Championship. But Belay said on Twitter, "I'm not going to let any more opportunities pass me by." Just earlier this week on Fusion, what an upset when he beat the reigning United States Champion Chris Sullivan. Will there be another whammy from Walter Belay tonight? As Belay gets ready, guys, a tweet from Harvey Hastings. He says, "My son and I have kept silent this season. The cameras don't deserve to hear us, but I'll give you something to say to the world, dashing. Reese is going to lose his other eye tonight." Yeah, can't wait for that. Champs versus Champs. Bastion versus the Rebels a little bit later on, but here he comes, the man whose title is on the line, the Gambler. Probably doesn't have the odds in his favor. Not a lot of people, I have to imagine, in the CM universe putting their chips in the corner of Shay Hoxton. And you might not like Shay Hoxton. I don't appreciate his personality or the way he conducts himself. Look at how he won that championship, the Dallas screw job. And he didn't do it just once, but twice. It is undeniable, though, that when Shay Hoxton does actually give it all that he's got, as he did against Joey Diaz just a few nights ago on Fusion inside of the steel cage, he is a tough son of a gun to put down. This is a surprising fan favorite. The CMV veteran, the two-time Fusion Tag Team Champion, on the hunt for his first singles title. Will he be able to delete his 5 opponents inside Rage in a Cage? The Justice family taking over. We just saw little baby brother Matthew Justice debut during a live event some days ago. And of course, his brother-in-law, the husband of his sister Joy, one half of the NGW Tag Team Champions. Will there be a lot to celebrate for in the Bloody Forest tonight? And last but most certainly not least, a former Anarchy champion, guys. A man we haven't seen in a few weeks. The fallen angel, John Reed. It's the superstar who, I mean, and I hate to say it, has been looking rough this season. He was involved in the world title scene the first few months, but man, it has been a tough go for the CMV veteran. Loss after loss after loss. I think that's what made him take this recent hiatus. But John Reed has been talking about possible retirement because he can't figure out how to be successful any longer. But I know John Reed, and it doesn't matter if he's got voices in his head or what's going on with him. When he really digs down deep, when he really gives it his all, John Reed has the potential to be one of the very best, not just in CMV, but in the wrestling world as a whole. Will this be the moment that John Reed finally turns things around for himself, becomes a two-time Anarchy champion? Pardon me. Very different styles set to clash, guys, as that humongous cage will lower and encase these brave souls inside. 25 minutes on the clock. Points can be gained by pinfall or submission. It is falls count anywhere. The superstar with the most points at the end of the time limit will leave as the Anarchy champion. Brian Jacobson going right after Bloody Justice, oddly enough. BJ's wasting no time getting into it. Brian Jacobson looking to take the first fall. Not even a minute in this match while Adam Valentine. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. John Reed, the fall to the Anarchy champion, to Shay Hoxton. Hang on a minute. John Reed tries to take the first point too. Man, no love lost. Walter Belay sending Hoxton running to the outside. That might be a wise strategy for the champion, because get this, guys, if Shay Hoxton can just defend for these 25 minutes, he will retain if there's a draw. Oh, Adam Valentine going old school with the slapjack. 1, 2, and the GOAT almost getting the first point. Shay Hoxton, 21, what is going on? 21. Oh, but John Reed breaks up the pin with hardly a second to spare. John Reed back into the corner. Ooh, boot to the jaw though. Wait, Walter Belay, the machine. Scoop slam on Bloody Justice, but the two-time Fusion Tag Team Champion gets the better of the rookie on that exchange. And there we go. Not even that far into the match. The cage has already been used as a weapon. Bloody Justice having his flesh banged off the cage wall. Thrown to the outside is the Paragon of Virtue, while Bloody Justice takes his one-on-one battle with Walter Belay back into the ring. Center of the ring, tries for a pin, but John Reed with good defense so far. Shay Hoxton, the champion, resting at the moment. Tiger suplex, though. Adam Valentine thrown right into the corner. Yeah, there have been two previous Rage in a Cage matches. The last winner was Alistair Knox, and actually in that match, the Anarchy Championship was on the line. Before that, the inaugural contest was won by Samuel Boone, who became United States champion. Walter Mollay, the submission expert, guys, with what looks like an armbar leg lock combination here on the Fallen Angel, but Adam Valentine wise to break that up as quickly as he can. Oxton already looking gassed, and there's still 21 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, so that's not a telltale sign. Forearm smashes aplenty from the man who just a few nights ago was competing to become NGW World Champion. He was actually the first eliminated in that fatal five-way. And I know that Mollay, he might want this the most out of all 6 of these guys. Adam Valentine, really, we haven't seen in over a month. Who knows what his mental state is. Brian Jacobson would love nothing more than to pick up championship gold. But honestly, I think he's more concerned with how he comes off. To not only his comrades, but the CMV Universe as well. Bloody Justice with a pin on John Reed. Almost got the 3, and I don't know if John Reed kicked out or if Shea Hoxton broke up the pin, but either way, still no falls gained. Lateral press now on Adam Valentine. Shea Hoxton, who doesn't have to go for a fall, guys, gonna try to take the lead anyway. Make sure this is a definitive victory. Spit right in the face of COO Triple H. John Reed keeps going for the fall, but people keep breaking it up on him. Now then you got Bloody Justice, guys, who I know for a fact. Wait, what's Adam Valentine pulling out of his tights? Guys, it's no disqualification. I think he just got out a pair of brass knucks. Isn't going to use them, though. It would be legal. Oh, a back elbow. I guess he changed his mind for now, but let's keep it in the back of our minds that Valentine does have a pair of brass knuckles in his tights. As I was saying, Bloody Justice is a superstar who I'd say surprises me. It has so much fanfare this season, and especially since this match was announced. He's the favorite to win. Justice is a very proud man. When he was the Fusion Tag Team Champ on 2 separate occasions, every time you saw him in the back, he had that title with him. And then John Reed, this is a must-win for Reed. He's got to leave as Anarchy Champion. If he doesn't, I don't know what's next for Reed, but I don't think it's going to be anything good. Overhand punch to the back of the head. Walter Mollay. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a rolling? Yeah, rolling Kimura. Rolling Kimura, which is Walter Mollay's go-to submission move. Brian Jacobson saw it. I'm not even that sure if Mollay had it fully locked in. Guys, remember, this is not elimination. It is whoever has the most points by the end of the time limit. 18 minutes and 35 seconds remain. No falls as of yet. Pinfall submissions count anywhere. Again with these forearm smashes. Adam Valentine has been down for a long time. I think he might be sleeping. Could be a good strategy, though. Maybe he waits until there's only a few minutes left and then tries to get a pin, making it harder for anybody else to catch up to him. I think that might be my strategy if I was in a match like this. Oh, Mollay, almost hitting his bitter end, but John Reed breaks it up, and Reed, the fall, he hit it, everyone's down, can he get the pin? Reed to take the lead, 1, but Valentine back in. He's been busted up bloody. Sliding thrust to the throat gets rejected, and now these two just reversing each other. Back and forth they go, tit for tat, who's gonna get the upper hand? Shea Hoxton starting to show signs of life again. Walter Mollay just trying to steal a cheeky pin there by throwing his arm over Reed's chest. Hoxton coming at the Eliminator. Punch to the midsection. Reel him in, DDT. The Anarchy champion, whose ribs seem to be in bad shape. I love that attire, by the way. What's this? What's Hoxton looking to hit out of the corner? Well, Bloody Justice gonna intervene. Straight out of the Bloody Forest. Oh, Brian Jacobson looking to delete the King of Spiders with this patented spinebuster. Jacobson's been busted open too. I didn't see when that happened. Shea Hoxton getting frustrated. 16 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock, guys. Hoxton's just got to keep making sure nobody gets a fall. John Reed under the bottom rope there. Adam Valentine just getting back to his feet. Slides into the squared circle, going to join the fun. But Reed from behind. Look at these kicks from the Fallen Angel. Somebody messed him up. Reed with some well-placed elbows. Brian Jacobson looking to use the fact that there are no disqualifications to his advantage with that leverage pin. Hoxton, was that a single-handed choke slam? I didn't know Shea was so strong. And now we're gonna break the back of Bloody Justice. Another game plan may be to try and incapacitate as many opponents as you can. The less challengers, the better for Shea Hoxton. Jacobson just hit his spinebuster on BJ again. Here comes Walter Belay after being down for a couple of minutes. Bitter end, bitter end, bitter end. The rookie, but at the same time, Brian Jacobson hits his rolling senton out of the corner. Neither man able to get a pin, but now Belay with a side slam as Jacobson comes running at him off the ropes. Strong kick to the midsection. Gonna make it hard for Shea Hoxton to breathe. Gouging at the eyes. Bloody Justice trying to get in between these two. I don't think it's such a good idea. Oh, wait a minute. Was trying for Sister's Joy. That reverse STO of his. Exploder suplex sends the champ right into the corner. Legs propped up like he's at the gynecologist. Shea Hoxton might be having a tough time knowing where he is. Valentine, pop-up cutter. Belay has the Kimura. Hoxton finds the cue to escape. Swinging neckbreaker just as John Reed now gets cracked open with that back suplex facebuster. And Valentine, with nobody left to stop him, the ring is clear. Pop-up cutter, it connects. Can Valentine get to the pin? Hoxton given too much time to rest up. Does he see Jacobson coming up from behind, just handing out these DDTs like candy on Halloween? I think he's hit everybody in the match with one. Straight jacket neck breaker by the Paragon of Virtue. It has been non-stop action since the clock started. 13 minutes and 5 seconds remain. Brian Jacobson continuing to work on Hoxton, slowly but surely wearing him down. But I think a match like this, it's all about that quick pace offense. Pin after pin after pin. Well, Shea Hoxton rolling out of harm's way. Jacobson's looking to hit someone with his finisher, but nobody's up. Jacobson looking around, but all 5 other men are down. Walter Belay using the ropes to regain his composure. But here comes Bloody Justice. Oh, will he hit it this time? Sister's Joy. Sister's Joy. Bloody Justice. 1, 2. Oh. 2.99999. Justice almost had it. So close. But as Jacobson put it, he's not going to lie down for the inferior BJ. Everybody's just throwing hands. Meanwhile, John Reed, I think that's the third time he's tried to go for the fall and someone's broken it up. Oh, he gets some payback though. Bloody Justice pushing through. Not letting that close call deter him. Adam Valentine though. Valentine, slapjack to Belay. Hoxton, what's wrong with Hoxton's arm, guys? I think Hoxton might be suffering from a broken arm. He's holding it out as if he's in pain. But then he's going to try to use that arm for a chokeslam. Maybe it's too weak though. Valentine able to escape because of it. But Hoxton, what is this? Tossing powerbomb right down onto the dude. Adam Valentine brought down all of the ropes with him. I thought Hoxton was about to powerbomb out of the ring there. Back out by the Anarchy champion. Man, Shay Hoxton is dishing out a whole lot of new offense tonight, and I like it. Bloody Justice face to face with the champion. This could be the former Fusion Tag Team Champions opening, but now that the other BJ has something to say about it. Coming up on Justice's 6. Jacobson is desperately trying to get a punch off. Oh! Jacobson! Death Valley Senton! 1, 2, 3. Oh! 10 minutes and 5 seconds left. Jacobson had Hoxton beat. How did Hoxton kick out? There have been so many close calls. Already, Jacobson, another Death Valley Senton on Hoxton, but John Reed's there to break it up that time. The Paragon of Virtue stays getting screwed, but Valentine looking to capitalize on the wounded champion. Slapjack. Can he get it? 1. Oh. John Reed has been the MVP of breaking up pins in this one. Oh my God! Now Walter Belay taking down Hoxton with the Kimura. Everybody's taking turns hitting their finisher on Hoxton. That was cool. Not for Hoxton, but to watch. I don't think Hoxton's going to be getting back up, guys. If he does, I'll be pretty impressed. Bloody Justice, I don't know what he's doing, just standing out there. He's grabbing his head, maybe a concussion. Although I'd say not any one of these guys, even the winner's going to leave without some kind of injury. Bloody Justice. Roll-up pin trying to sneak one away from Hox. Shay Hoxton now. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. He's just got to keep running down the clock. If this goes to a draw, Hoxton retains his title. But with him incapacitated for the moment, he can't defend. He can't break up those pins. He can't stop the submissions. Hoxton's down. Jacobson's out of it in the corner. Valentine looking like he's in La La Land. Here comes John Reed, though. Multiple men busted open, showing the wounds of this war. Oh, Jacobson from the corner, building a head full of steam before nailing Justice. with the Death Valley senton driver. Man, Jacobson, that's like the third close call he's had. A millisecond from becoming the Anarchy champion. Well, for the moment anyway. Adam Valentine wakes up from his nap, and he is insistent on hitting Walter Belay with this slapjack. John Reed just going to do a little bit of taunting. Adam Valentine finally decides it's not worth the wait. Tries to hit it on Hoxton instead. Someone else just got busted open now. I think that Shay Hoxton is the only one not bleeding. The Anarchy champion. Oh, the fall reversed into an impaler, but Hoxton hits his choke slam. Belay not beating around the bush. Has John Reed in the Kimura. Hoxton's taunting, he doesn't see. Look behind you, Hoxton. Walter Belay. John Reed taps. John Reed taps. Belay has scored the fall, and he is now the current champion. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. Now Hoxton has to tie it, or he will not be leaving with his Anarchy title. Belay has to go on defense. What? John Reed with a crossface? And there's another thing to note, guys, that let's say somebody else besides Shay Hoxton got a pinner submission and it ended in a tie, Hoxton would still retain via the draw. The fall, though, by Reed. Belay going to try to steal the pin and take a 2-point lead as Bloody Justice is getting manhandled by Brian Jacobson, using the cage as a weapon. Walter Belay said, "I will not leave that Hell in a Cell at Sacrifice without the Anarchy title. Too many chances have passed me by these last couple of months. Not again." Heavy Irish whip Belay to the outside. Now he's unable to keep the others in check. Bloody Justice going for a shotgun Samoan drop. BJ instead, though, takes down Bloody Justice and goes after the knee. I don't know if this is the point in the match where you want to begin trying to wear down limbs. Look at Walter Belay dissecting Adam Valentine. Lateral press by Jacobson. Walter Belay sees it. Not going to let that happen so easy. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Belay is the current champion. If the clock strikes 0 and nobody else has gained a fall, the Machine, the Eliminator, the Rookie will become the permanent Anarchy champion. Here comes the title holder himself, the big dog, with a lot to prove, especially to COO Triple H. Hoxton, vertical suplex with Brian Jacobson with a knee down onto the top of the head, kicks out the knee, spinning soul kick, stomp to the hand. If I was Shay Hoxton, I'd probably let somebody pin me. Oh, John Reed, the fall, hooks the leg, nobody to stop him. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Shay Hoxton gushing blood, Jesus. It's all over his face, his chest, and his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Look at the state of these 6 warriors. Each and every single one of them looks like they have been through the grinder. Walter Belay, the man who is currently champion, there to your left, has been down for a couple of minutes. Look at that, he just springs back up to life as I'm saying it. He heard me. This would be a hell of a first pay-per-view for Belay, being a member of the Fusion roster, but John Reed is looking to rain on that parade. The fall hooks the leg. Jacobson says, Jay Hoxton using the cage wall to assist himself. Hammerlock dude and Team Jacobson. Punch to the midsection by Valentine Belay. And these two seem to have some kind of personal vendetta against each other. The way they have been sending shots at each other. Choke slam by Hoxton. Can he make it to the pin with everything he has left? But Belay saves himself. The strength of the machine with a deadlift sit-out powerbomb. And now it is the current title holder, Walter Belay, against the man who walked into the cell with the championship, Jay Hoxton, but might not leave the same. It's falls count anywhere, guys. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Hoxton getting a taste of the cage he's been enclosed in. It was his mouth that got him into this mess. Valentine, clothesline to Bloody Justice. That would have been a 3 if not for Hoxton and Brian Jacobson's momentary alliance to break up the pin. There is only 60 seconds on the clock. Valentine with the pop-up cutter. Belay looks to make it a definitive victory. The rear naked choke out of the Falcon Arrow, but it gets broken up. This is the clutch zone. Can somebody make a pin? Can somebody lock in a submission? 40 seconds. Bloody Justice gonna help out the other BJ. Assisted calf kick. Hoxton's down. His championship is in the hands of the 3 men in the ring as Brian Jacobson laughs at John Reed. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the man who currently isn't even conscious is the new Anarchy champion. The machine, the Eliminator, Walter Belay. He said he would do it, and he did. The new Anarchy champion. What a fight. Wow. Incredible performance by all 6 men, but especially that man right there. Congratulations to Walter Belay. Now it's time to lick his wounds. Pardon me, gonna get a quick drink of water here before our next contest. All right, here we go, guys. Continuing the show. It's versus Chance in a bit of an inter-promotional contest stake between the Fusion Tag Team Champions Bastion Harvey and his son Stefan Hastings. This is the World Tag Team Champions, the Rebels. Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. That started during the build-up to Validation, guys, where these two teams, along with from NGW, Black Magic, who would eventually go on to beat these two teams in the Triangle Tornado Tag Team Ladder match at the Battle of the Brands. But besides that, Harvey Hastings and Stefan were looking to give themselves an edge by assaulting Ortiz and Wolf during an episode of Genesis where they took it a little bit too far, man. I've never seen such savagery when they took out Reese Ortiz's own. Didn't literally take it out. I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea that they ripped his eyeball out. But with a cane, wham, whack, right into the eyeball. And Reese Ortiz was told by doctors that he may never be able to see the same out of that eye again. Ortiz said, "I'm going to give you what you gave me." I'm going to take away something precious to you. But we just saw it from Harvey Hastings a while ago. He tweeted out saying, tonight, Reese, we're going to take your other eye and end this once and for all. They've got their respective partners backing them up. One of these teams going to get their mojo back from the defeat at Validation. Well, who knows what the future holds for the others. Oh, guys, and this is what I was worried about. A tweet from John Reed. He says, from the Fallen to my performance in the first ever tug of war match to the Hellfire Club, 7 Deadly Sins, me versus Caleb, me versus Crazy J, all journeys must end. Mine ends tonight. I will appear on Fusion to give my farewell speech tomorrow. Thank you, CMV, for being my home. John Reed, guys, is hanging up those work boots. And, well, I'm not shocked, but I am sad. And, well, nice segue, because the man to your right there, Harvey Hastings, the two-time United States champion, former world champion. He gave notice a couple of months ago that he will have his last match. He will retire at Ascendant 7, the show of shows, due to not only a deteriorating physical condition, but a mental state as well. Before then, he has a checklist he wants to accomplish. The first was winning tag team gold with his baby boy, and that was accomplished, as you can see. The chemistry these two share is undeniable. A father and a son battling side by side. That is a tall task for the Rebels to deal with, who are former enemies who once upon a time hated each other. I'd even go so, let's use the word loathed on this occasion. Ortiz and Josh Wolfman wanted to kill each other. But now look at them, all this time later, from the 4th annual Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan, becoming champs. They've had each other's backs. They have fought back every single challenge that's come their way. And they've got a big one, not just tonight, but this Friday on Genesis. They will be defending win or lose here against Click's Bob Luger and Randy Borton. Tweets from multiple CMV superstars pouring out at the moment in response to John Reed's retirement announcement there. Support from the locker room has got to make the Fallen Angel feel good. And I'm pretty sure right now, after that rage in a cage, he needs all the healing he can get, physical and emotional. But it's going to be Reese Ortiz and Harvey Hastings starting things off. The antagonist not beating around the bush, gets raw. Look, he's going after the eye, guys. Knees right to the eye socket. Ortiz is a man on a mission here at Sacrifice. It's one thing to, this is wrestling. Stuff happens. You're gonna get in backstage fights. You're gonna want to jump your opponent. Everybody knows that. You don't come into the business thinking every single person you meet is going to be nice to you and shake their hand, not try to play any sort of dirty tricks. But Harvey Hastings specifically, Bastion as a whole, but specifically the Assassin, he just went way too far. Look at the World Tag Team Champions working together beautifully. Elbow drop from Wolf, and now Ortiz with an elbow drop from Brett's rope. Just took a cane and deliberately, it wasn't an accident, deliberately, right to the eye of Ortiz. And for the first few weeks, Reese thought it's just going to be, a little while. After Validation, it'll be healed up and I'll be okay. But we saw a couple of weeks ago, he got the news from his doctor that it could be permanent. That's life, guys. Reese Ortiz forever may look in the mirror and remember Harvey Hastings, and that's what the psychopath wanted. Stefan and Josh Wolf now legal. It's the midsection by the former Alpha World Champion. You gotta love Josh Wolf, who had really no stake in this personal rivalry. I mean, Bastian did attack him, but nowhere near the kind of beef that Ortiz has with Harvey. But here he is, supporting his friend and partner 100%. That's when you know you've got a good team. Salida del Sol by Reese Ortiz. Papa Hastings wanting the tag, but Boyo couldn't get there in time. Dragged by arm and leg, Stefan, who since the start of this season has been wowing the CMV universe. Might even be better than his father ever was, especially when it comes to just raw athleticism. Stefan, ooh, far and above the majority of the Fusion roster, all rosters in CMV. Snaps the arm over the shoulder. Harvey Hastings, relentless. There's just one word to describe him. There's a reason we call him the assassin and the psychopath. But there's a reason that you shouldn't taunt in the middle of a match too, and right to your opponent's face. Reese Ortiz just showed Harvey with that heel to the side of the head. Hastings gets an opening though. European uppercut to the back of the head. So many ways Double H can beat you too. His shooting star press, he calls the blitzkrieg from the top rope. And God forbid he gets you caught in the anaconda vice, because you ain't getting out. But it's Harvey Hastings who right now is in the crosshairs of the antagonist. Reese Ortiz looking to embarrass Harvey Hastings on his own show. What a cutter. But only the count of one before Stefan makes the save. Josh Wolf coming in, almost knocking over referee Tyson. Ortiz having none of Stefan's shenanigans. Drop kicks him out the apron, down to the outside. Ortiz with a front flip. He's getting ahead of himself, though. You can't give someone like Harvey Hastings any time. Clothesline grab by the tights, lifting reverse DDT. Ortiz is all over Harvey Hastings like peanut butter on jelly right now. It has been non-stop. But will Reese Ortiz's emotions be his downfall? Man, you gotta keep them in check. You can't let yourself get overwhelmed, especially with anger. That's the worst of all. You just get blinded by rage. Reese Ortiz is going so far as to dip back into his dirty heel ways. That's how bad he wants to beat Harvey Hastings. Stefan again dispatched of. This time at the hands of Josh Wolf with a butterfly lung blower. Ooh, and lariat. Harvey sent down to the outside. And if Harvey Hastings is smart, if he and his son formulated a game plan before the match, it should have been to let Reese Ortiz just tire himself out. That's what I'm seeing right now. Reese Ortiz has not taken a step back to breathe, gouging the eyes. Count of 5. They have until 20 to get back into the ring, but they might not even be hearing the count. Count of 6. The match continues. Punch to the midsection. Reese Ortiz, Irish whip into the corner, looking for a tag to Josh Wolf, the World Tag Team Champions, with the G9. That's the maneuver that's kept them atop the Genesis Tag Team Division. Not even a 1 count. Referee Tyson taking his... Oh! Miscommunication! Josh Wolf was clearly trying to hit Stefan with that lie detector, but he took out Ortiz instead. And now this is a handicap match. Wolf is all by himself. Oh, DDT! 2 former world champions. No love lost, rolling neck snap. Jockeying for control, collar and elbow tie up. Harvey Hastings going to get the better of Wolf on that exchange. Doesn't last long. Front headlock by one half of the World Tag Team Champions. He lets go. Super kick. I don't think Harvey saw that coming. Straight jacket German suplex follows it up. Harvey's right there to make the tag to Stefan, but he's in no condition to do so. Well, he's in another dimension right now. Eyes glazed over, busted open. Man, I think we've had enough blood inside the rage of the cage. Guess not. Reese Ortiz back to his feet, trying to help out Josh. Might be doing more harm than good, though. Harvey goes for a basement dropkick. Oh, Stefan just tagged himself in, realizing that his papa is in trouble. And that's that chemistry I talked about. That's that father-son bond. Sunset flip powerbomb. Josh Wolf not staying down for long, though. He never does. One of the most resilient superstars I've ever seen in my life. Josh Wolf does not die easy. What is this? Harvey Hastings trying to save his son. The referee Tyson keeping on the apron. And speaking of DDT, down onto all that steel, all that wood. And Josh isn't even done either. Stefan hasn't recuperated from the DDT on the apron. And Wolf trying for, I don't even know, a neck breaker maybe. Stefan's collected himself now. He's going to the corner, luring Wolf in. That wasn't a good idea, though. Irish whip into the corner. Tag to Reese Ortiz. It's desperately needed. Harvey Hastings trying to get the support of the CMV Universe. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Luthes press by Wolf. Right hand after right hand. Harvey Hastings wants so badly to help his son, but he's powerless to do anything. Josh Wolf says it's time to go night-night. What's he got planned for Stefan? The young up-and-comer doesn't want to find out. Irish whip out of the corner of the Rebels back towards Bastion's safe zone. Neither team can make a tag, though. Another Luthes and some more right hands. Gonna bust Stefan open. Now both members of Bastion are bleeding. That's not gonna be enough to satiate the appetite of Reese Ortiz, who wants an eye. And again, here come the World Tag Team Champs, G9. Can they get the job done this time, though? I think they might. 1, 2, no! Stefan digging down deep. This match continues. The seed of the assassin not wanting to let his father down in this highly personal confrontation. Stefan might have just cost himself, though. Back elbow, CCS Enziguri. You hear the smack of that? Echoing throughout the entire arena here in Columbus, Ohio. For Sacrifice 2. Only our second match, still a whole lot to get to. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Clothesline by Reese Ortiz. Stomp to the back of the head. Thought he was going to try to go after the eye again. Lifting it. Reverse DDT a second time instead. Jawbreaker, though. Stefan creates a chance for himself. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, man. Can't get that tag to save his life. But Reese can. Gonna change it up a bit. Sleeper? Oh, high-low. Not just a leg sweep, but a knee to the chest from Wolf, who's gonna look to break the arm in half. Stefan is getting torn apart limb by limb. Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf reveling in how this match has gone so far, as Harvey Hastings can only watch. Imagine being a father and just not be able to do a thing while your son gets the absolute crap kicked out of him. Every time you think Stefan is going to be able to get that tag, he slips up. Josh Wolf approaching slowly. Very ominous. Back in comes Ortiz. Like a well-oiled machine are the Rebels here at Sacrifice. Tag after tag after tag. Gonna lead to the downfall of Bastion. Another G9. Harvey Hastings in to save his son. Wow, Reese really dropping the ball there. Josh Wolf's gonna try to take care of business, but Ortiz says, I got it. Did you see that kip up? I've never seen a faster kip up than that. Harvey's down. Josh has a fire in his eyes. It's almost like he's salivating. You know what he's looking for. Stefan does too. Desperately trying to avoid it. Scoop slam though. Pushes him off. Wolf. And Ortiz a third time to Stefan. G9. No Harvey to save the day. 1, 2. Where did Harvey come from? The clutch from the former world champion to get back in and break up that pin. Reese Ortiz goes right back to work on the eye with those methodically placed knees, one after the other. And Ortiz maybe for just a second showing remorse as he stops dead in his tracks. Stefan pleading with him, just crawling, saying, give me a chance. But Stefan, he's got it. There it is, the tag. Finally, here comes Harvey Hastings. Knee up under the chin. Reese Ortiz is stunned. Harvey Hastings gonna finish the job. No, elbows to the eye. Elbows to the eye. Ortiz, swinging neck breaker into a body splash. Some unique offense. Showing off the 18-inch pythons, brother. Oh, but Harvey, the snake. What a breakup by Joshua. Balls to the wall with that senton. He even took out the referee. Sit out powerbomb now, but there's no ref to count. Our head official, Tyson's still down. To be fair, Josh Wolf threw down all of his weight onto the back of his head. Up high, Harvey Hastings. Attempted elbow drop did not go his way. That's why they call it high-risk offense. Woo! Reese Ortiz. What a Michinoku driver. I don't know how he only got a 1 count off of that. That was cool as F. Where's Reese Ortiz going? Not too sure of Ortiz's strategy here, guys. Man short Harvey's though. Trying to bring in Stefan so they can finish off their foe as a family. Blows on to the outside instead. And Reese again. Enjoying how this match has gone. Most people would probably say it's hard to watch. Somebody as young as Stefan, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a grown man. He's a wrestler. He knows what he's getting into, but still, I mean, he's just a kid. Stefan was just following his father's orders. He had no choice. Reese Ortiz has one, though, and his choice is to put down Harvey Hastings for good. Drive-by kick. Takes a second to catch his breath. 1, 2, 3. The Rebels showed up to Bastion's domain and put them down. What a match. What a hard-hitting match. Every single punch thrown, kick that connected, had intent behind it. Stefan's neck getting turned to mush. The Rebels hit him with the G9 3 times, but it was that drive-by kick that finally did it. Will this be enough to quell Reese Ortiz's thirst for revenge? Hopefully. I don't want to see what happens if not. I know that there was a lot of tweets sent out there during that match. I saw one from Walter Belay, one from PJ Moon, one from Ted Dickens. I didn't get to read any of them, so if you guys will repost those, I'll do so now. Definitely want to see what all those guys had to say. But up next, it is the CMV Openweight Championship on the line. Bannon's first defense of the new title since becoming its inaugural holder at Validation, beating longtime foe Sam Valentine in the Battle of the Brands. This is going to be akin to two gorillas just beating on each other in the wild, because Gerard Fisher stands in the way of the Harbinger of Darkness tonight. Something's going on with my phone. It keeps closing my chat. Well, first, here's the tweet, guys, from the new Anarchy champion, Walter Belay. He says, I stuck to my promise, and I'm your new Anarchy champion. I ended the quote-unquote streak of Shea Hoxton. I put on one hell of a match, but most importantly, I took part in John Reed's last match. It was a pleasure to share the ring with a legend like you. Good luck in retirement. Humble in victory. I appreciate that. I like that. And now the tweet, guys, from PJ Moon, who says, tick-tock, tick-tock. The clock is counting. Only mere hours until Andrew Briggs falls and a true champion arises. I deserve this more than anyone. I am the savior of CMV. PJ Moon threw his friendship with Andrew Briggs out the window for the match he receives in our main event later on. World title on the line. And a tweet from the Prestige, an interesting appearance here. They say the tag divisions on the main roster are honestly embarrassing. Just call us up and we'll fix everything. They just debuted last episode of NGW TV. They were victorious, but I don't know that one win grants you the right to say you're the best tag team across all three shows. And a response from Ted Dickens, the advocate of world champion Andrew Briggs. He says, cut the crap, Moon. Stop giving yourself these nicknames to mask the fear you feel. There's no backing out. Briggs is going to destroy you. Can Briggs destroy Moon, though, with his current state? Nowhere near 100%. Physically, especially, but mentally, too. As the hulking Gerard Fisher makes his way to the ring to challenge for the openweight title. Won a fatal four-way earlier this week on Fusion to earn this opportunity. The openweight championship that can be competed for across both Fusion and Genesis. Held by the dark one known as Bannon. Bannon's not going to be enjoying his usual power advantage, not against someone like Gerard Fisher, who in his over 2-year career in CMV hasn't held championship gold. That's a career that spanned across Fusion. Then he went to Unmatched, then to Genesis, and now back on Fusion. What the hell's going on here? Oh, wow, there he is. An ominous arrival indeed for the CMV Openweight Champion. Scans his surroundings, and I don't think he's all that impressed with what stands in front of him tonight. We've seen the rebirth of Bannon this season. I said it a couple of weeks ago, and it's no lie. For a couple of seasons, man, Bannon just kept drifting in and out, was never really able to get a grasp on becoming a major name on any brand he was a part of. He is a former Anarchy champion, and who can forget his many battles with Billy Weaver that left him with that pretty scar covering half his face. But these last 5.5 months have seen Bannon knock down each and every single person put in front of him. Look what he did to Sam Valentine at Validation. It was completely one-sided. Will that be the same against Gerard Fisher here at Sacrifice? I don't think so, but I didn't think it would be like that against The Dream either, so... What is going on my phone? It is the CMV Open Weight Championship that is being vied for. The first defense for the Harbinger of Darkness since winning it only a few weeks ago at the Battle of the Brands. It's Bannon's first title in over 2 years. Will it be a short reign for the inaugural title holder if the hulking German-born former Special Forces soldier has anything to say about it? That is a yes, sir. Bannon, as per usual, no emotion on his face. Absolutely unfazed by Gerard Fisher's attempted roar a few moments ago. This ain't gonna be a technical masterclass. There ain't gonna be no high flying. If you like a barroom brawl, then make sure you keep watching, because that's what this is gonna be. I'm sure Fisher had a smile on his face in that last match watching Harvey Hastings take the L. But now he's got to take the W. Gerard Fisher, Bannon. Open weight title on the line at the second annual Sacrifice. And let's get it on. Gerard Fisher let loose from his pen like a raging bull as soon as the bell rang. Big boot. Goes for a reverse STO. No feeling out process. And right to the outside. Almost as if Bannon is saying, you don't belong in the ring with me. Who even are you? And I wouldn't be surprised if not just Bannon, but a lot of people in the CMV universe were not all that familiar with Gerard Fisher. His inaugural run on Fusion was very short before he was sent packing by Harvey Hastings, who was never able to accomplish much on Unmasked before it closed. And then on Genesis, he never really got to get up off the ground before he was traded here to Fusion. But now this is his chance to show everybody what he's worth. These two Mack trucks beating on each other at the count of 7. They get back into the ring. Bannon does have a champion's advantage. He can retain an count out or a disqualification. And I think Bannon really has the tallest task of any champion across any shows, because he doesn't have to worry about one roster of faces, but 2. Never knowing what to expect. Tilt-a-whirl slam, shades of Hall of Famer and current media on Genesis Dave Turner with that one there. Right back to the outside. I told you. I think to find these two punching each other in a back alley rather than in a wrestling ring. Bannon gonna lure his challenger back into the squared circle. Snapmare into a reverse chin lock. Look at those 18-inch pythons wrapped around the throat of the Harbinger of Darkness, who once upon a time wanted to, in his own words, heal the CMV universe, bring people to the dark side and show them what true life is about. But ever since he received that scar from Billy Weaver, Bannon said, all I want to do now is destroy and cause mayhem, make other people feel like I do. Smart move by Bannon. Can't be pinned or submitted on the apron, but he can be knocked down to the outside with a crack to the jaw. Gerard Fisher really wants this fight to be contested on the outside. Gonna try to use his surroundings as a weapon Face first goes the champ off our announce table. One title's already changed hands tonight. We still have 2 more titles on the line. The United States Championship decided as it's brother versus brother. Up next, Willie Sullivan and Chris Sullivan. Last man standing. And in our main event, the world title is what it's all about between PJ Moon and Andrew Briggs. Count of 6. And Gerard Fisher is manhandling the openweight champion. Count of 8, though, and now it's Gerard who's playing cat and mouse. One of the things that, look at this, tossing suplex, a man Gerard's size, 280 pounds of pure muscle. That was an impressive feat. As I was saying, though, one of the things that makes Bannon so dangerous is that he's not just a powerhouse, but he's quick, too. Lightning reflexes. We got a first-hand look at his strength with that sit-out powerbomb. Stop to the midsection, but an elbow to the face just as he was getting going. Fisher close onto the corner, squashing him like a bug. Bannon doesn't stay down for long, wildly flailing out of the corner, trying to connect with anything. Over the shoulders, grabs the tights and Impaler DDT. And when Bannon gets going like this, he is almost impossible to stop. A smile on his face as he employs this joint manipulation done to perfection. Bannon doesn't spend his free time playing video games or watching TV, reading books. He spends his free time figuring out new ways to inflict pain and agony. The freak accident might be enough. No. Only a 2 count, but close. Bannon with his hands on his head. Almost perplexed as to how Fisher survived that. Fisher, Boston Crab, the #1 contender. With a Boston Crab, will Bannon be forced to tap out? Punch to the back of the head. Another punch to the back of the head. Don't think that one connected, though. And Bannon looking to crucify Gerard Fisher. 1, 2, 3. Bannon is still the openweight champion. Exactly what I expected it to be. Heavy shot after heavy shot. But Bannon just got that championship after a 2-year dry spell. He's not going to let it go without a fight. I thought it was over right there after he hit the freak accident. But this is what did it in the end. Crucifixion by Bannon gets him to 3. And retains his openweight championship. I said it once, I'll say it again. This is the rebirth of Bannon. It is going to take one tough son of a bitch to get that title out of his hands. Do pardon me. Once again, gotta get another quick drink of H2O. Apologies. All right, back into it. Sacrifice 2 live from Columbus, Ohio. What an unforgettable night it has already been. A new Anarchy champion crowned, Walter Belay surviving the Rage in a Cage. Did Reese Ortiz get his payback? And he and Josh Wolf defeating Bastion, and we just witnessed Bannon put down Gerard Fisher in a heavy-hitting bout. Now it is going to get personal again. Very personal. Brother versus brother. It's not the first time we've seen families come to blows here in CMV. In fact, it's actually quite a tradition. But this one has pushed the limits. Willie Sullivan challenging his older brother Chris for the United States title. Last man standing. Chris Sullivan this season taking on Baron Blade as his manager was the worst thing he could have done in the mind of Willie, because Chris changed into a completely different person, literally calls himself the new Chris Sullivan. And to give him some credit, this new Chris Sullivan became the United States champion, beat Ryan Kent at Requiem. But Willie came from NGW, came to Fusion, in his own words, to save his brother, to change him back into the man he once was. But instead what he got was his own brother bashing him in the back of the head with that United States title. Although Chris Sullivan says it wasn't him, he denies wholeheartedly ever laying hands on his brother. But Willie doesn't buy it, and I don't blame him. I think Willie has finally realized there is no coming back for his older sibling. And the only way he's going to be able to wake up Chris Sullivan is by kicking him in the face and taking what is most dear to him, that United States title wrapped around his waist. There are no pinfalls. There are no submissions. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent until the count of 10. You trying to talk to me? Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Chris Sullivan with no remorse in his eyes as he holds that title up high for his brother and the world to see. Ralph making his cameo for the episode. Willie Sullivan, who immediately became a fan favorite in his days on NGW, pushed his way, bulldogged through management to get a contract with Fusion just so that he could be side by side with his brother. And now look where we are. Exactly 1 year since Chris Sullivan debuted in CMV and became a part of the first ever Trios Champions, two-time Trios Champions, and now holds one of the most prestigious titles in all of the company. Turns his back on Willie and says to everyone, this is me, this is who I am now, and I am better for it. Shows the belt to Willie. Who doesn't want to do this, but now has no choice. Sullivan. Sullivan. Imagine being Mama Sully, Papa Sully, and having to watch from home as your two sons are about to beat the hell out of each other. Chris Sullivan comes out swinging. Jawbreaker by Willie. Doesn't keep Chris at bay, though. And these two are going to know each other so well. This is the first time ever they are fighting one-on-one. But they grew up together. They teamed together for years. Ooh! Not even a minute in the match, and there's already been like 10 reversals. This is what I'm saying. Stomp to the hand. And again, a third time. I heard Chris say, if I have to break my brother, if I have to end him, in order to walk out still United States champion, then I will. And I'll do it with a smile on my face. Willie might be in that very same mindset, though. That was a good 11 shots off the top turnbuckle. Chris took them all to the face. And if you think it couldn't get any more personal tonight here at Sacrifice, you're wrong. Still to come, we got the fight for Fusion's future. Team Simmons versus Team Sokolov. We got TZ Master versus Hayden in our main event. BJ Moon versus Andrew Briggs for the world title. Chris Sullivan trying to end it early, telling referee Tyson to start the count. Already getting up to 5, 6, 7. Count of 7 though. Wild Willie ain't done. Not yet. Tilt the wall small package, but, well, obviously can't try to go for the pin. There are no pinfalls. Back to the hand, although the opposite this time. You know how many little bones are in your fingers and your palm that are incredibly fragile? Willie Sullivan could have 2 broken hands right now. We wouldn't even know. Forearm smash. Damn. Chris just got rocked. Spaghetti legs. Willie in the corner. What's he doing? Knife edge chop. Boston's #1. Forearm smash, and also taking out the ref in the process. Willie with a fire burning deep down inside. Continuing to be put down by Chris. Big bro. Standing tall. Again. Up to the count of 4. 5. 6. Nope. Willie's up. And Chris just kicks him in the chest like, stay down. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Warm smash to the jaw. Heavy Irish whip sends Willie tumbling down to the outside. And the count, guys, can occur anywhere. The match not just restricted to the ring. I don't know why Chris did that. A bit confused, maybe. Oh, he forgot Willie, that's why. A common mistake. Just completely forget that you're in a match and fighting somebody. Oh, off the brutal Irish whip into the ring. Willie, guys, stays getting up at 6. That's like his trigger word. He hears 6, and he immediately comes back to life. Sunset flip powerbomb. Willie keeps getting off these spurts of offense, hitting these big moves, but it's going to take a lot more than that. 2, 3. Willie with his first count. 5, and the United States champion is back up. Well, tried to get back up anyway. Willie keeping him down with a kick to the back. Reverse shin lock. Slowly trapped at this moment. See that knee trembling. Willie feels control slipping away. Double elbows to the midsection. Not only could have cracked a rib, but certainly making it harder to breathe. Oh no! Willie might have just handed this win to his older brother on a silver platter. Sullivan hitting that vicious neck breaker of his. This could be it, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Willie. will not stay down. And Chris again tells Tyson, count him out, end this match. 5, 6, 7. Looking down at his brother, in one eye remorse, in the other eye hatred. Wait a minute. 10, what? It's over. Chris Sullivan is still United States champion, guys. No. I think Willie just forfeit. He got up at 8 before, but then he just laid back down and took the 10. He should have been able to get up from that. Willie, he wanted this match, but now that he finally arrived, was unable, didn't have the guts, wasn't merciless enough to put down his own brother. Chris Sullivan is still the CMV United States champion. Off a very questionable finish, though. We needed to hear from Willie, who immediately hightailed it to the back, by the way. As soon as the 10 was counted, he got straight up, which tells me all I need to know. I don't know about you guys, but I think Willie just gave Chris that win right there. This is going to be a doozy. I definitely need a drink of water. Woo! Tertiary main event. My fine feathered friends at the second annual Sacrifice. And it is the future of Fusion that's at stake. Team Simmons versus Team Sokolov. A rivalry that has reached such an astronomical peak that even COO Triple H had to come out of hiding. Wasn't seen in nearly 2 years just to finally say enough. Percy Simmons has his ironclad contract on the line. If his team loses, he will no longer be able to do whatever he wants and not have to fear repercussion. But if Team Sokolov loses, then he will be removed from power and Triple H will take over permanently. Simmons enlisting, of course, Jamal Sedana and Cameron Cray, his left and right hand man. The control. But a surprise to some, the fourth is Christian Gavin, who was originally supposed to be a part of Team Sokolov. You'll remember earlier this week on Fusion that Percy Simmons had to team with Shanaz Andoni on the orders of Triple H to take on Christian Gavin, Shamrock, and Angelo Babos. But what happened, guys, at least as I hear it, is that Christian Gavin made a deal with Percy Simmons. What that deal was entailed by, I cannot tell you. But they are two men of very similar tastes. So I'm not all that taken aback that Percy, who is a thinking man's wrestler, was able to get one last hit in against Sokolov before making it here to Sacrifice. But credit where credit's due for Yuri Sokolov. On the fly, he found a hell of a replacement in Joey Diaz, who will stand side by side with Shamrock, Angelo Babos, and Jason Spade. And remember what's on the line for Jason Spade, guys, because if he wins, not only will Sokolov keep his job and Simmons will lose his ironclad contract, but next month at Dark Carnival, Jason Spade will challenge for the undisputed World Heavyweight title, his unique opportunity for beating Chris Proudfoot at Validation. There's the man who has made Fusion his playground, surrounding himself with the best of the best in Jamal Sadana and the British Brute Cameron Cray, earning an ironclad contract, and with that, has done as he sees fit. You don't know what an ironclad contract is, guys. It means that you cannot be fired no matter what. And Percy Simmons has made good use of that clause. Him in Control taking out Yuri Sokolov for nearly a month, bullying their way into representing Fusion at Validation. That's Percy Simmons' number one thing. He feels as though Sokolov is bringing Fusion down. He's ruining the show. Simmons solely blamed Sokolov for Fusion losing to Genesis at the Battle of the Brands. Simmons said, "Where were you? You weren't here to lead the charge." Sokolov said, "Bitch, I was in the hospital because of you." The last ever European champion, Jamal Sadana, and the unrivaled Cameron Cray, who's only lost once since coming here to CMV, and that was to Percy Simmons, mind you. The Control are unbeaten as a team. Mr. CMV, the franchise, the gold-blooded one, the longest-reigning CMV-led heavyweight champion of all time. There's a lot of things you can call Percy Simmons, but there's only one that really matters, and that's ironclad. If he loses this match, man, Yuri Sokolov is going to have a ball. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow night he fires him right away. That's what I would do. And the man who will align himself with the Control was supposed to be on the opposite side. Wealthy Christian Gavin, who only a few days ago on Fusion went through the ringer against Simmons in that handicap match. Lost, by the way. Simmons and Andoni came out victorious. But I don't know what Percy Simmons offered this kid, but it must have been something sweet to go against Sokolov. If Team Simmons loses this match, it's not just going to be Simmons that will pay. It's going to be Jamal, it's going to be Cameron, and it's going to be Christian now. Obviously, Percy Simmons saw something in Gavin during that handicap match. Maybe more than that, though. Simmons just wanted to, yet again, take something from Sokolov. Outmaneuver him, if you will. Sokolov has brought together a hell of a team to represent him here. Probably one of the best structured teams I've ever seen. I mean, don't get me wrong, Percy Simmons as a solo competitor, well versed in every aspect of the craft. And then you got the tank Jamal Sadana, the submission expertise of Cameron Cray, and I guess the dark horse aspect of Christian Gavin. But then you got this guy, Shamrock, and the only reason that I am excited for this match, most of all, is to see Shamrock and Jamal Sadana go head-to-head. If they don't, I will be very disappointed. Yuri Sokolov, who isn't the most well-liked general manager in CMV history. has promised every single member on his team some sort of future championship match if they can win. For Shamrock, that means a shot at Bannon and the openweight title tomorrow night on Fusion. And Shamrock has some history with Bannon. He would love nothing more than to get the win back from the Harbinger of Darkness. Ice Swallow? I hope that made your night. I hope it did. Real games. Hey, maybe I do. This is a Christian family show, all right? PG. Let's keep it clean. And how about the outlaw Angelo Babos, who only 48 hours ago qualified for this year's King of the Ring, defeating Rob Cross on Genesis. And this is the new and improved Angelo Babos. Now a full-fledged Fusion superstar. If Team Sokolov wins, Angelo Babos will be next in line for a shot at the Anarchy Championship, which is now held by Walter Bollet. Angelo Babos has a lot to prove. He's finally starting to turn things around for himself. Rob Cross was the first step towards a brighter future. Hey, TZ. Glad to see you. A little bit late, but we still got TZ versus Hayden to come. And the crowd are on their feet for the hot commodity, the last-second replacement for Christian Gavin. A man who earlier this week on Fusion came very close to becoming Anarchy champion, but was, well, cut off by Shay Hoxton. Joey Diaz promised a United States Championship match if his team is victorious. And that's a match that Diaz is very hungry for. He's heard the talk, I should say, all week long about his failure against Shay Hoxton. Eager to silence the critics. And last but not least, the hesitant leader of Team Sokolov. In any other situation, Jason Spade would not be so eager to lend a helping hand to the general manager of Monday Night Fusion. But it's his unique opportunity to do so, because if he can lead his team to a win over Simmons the Control and Christian Gavin next month at Dark Carnival, he will get a shot at CMV's richest prize, the CMV Undisputed Championship. Jason Spade is fresh off the heels of a stupendous best-of-7 series against Chris Proudfoot that culminated at Validation and that Iron Man match. So here we have it. What will the future of Monday Night Fusion be like after tonight? All is going to be answered. Percy Simmons, the captain, starting for his team as Shamrock. This brick wall of a man going right in on Mr. CMV. And I think he would very much enjoy being the one to eliminate Percy Simmons. Simmons and Shanaz Andoni embarrassing Shamrock in the handicap match on the last episode of Monday Night Fusion. Irish whip across the ring. Oh, watch out. Referee taken down. I'm getting really scared that the game fucking glitched again and made this a normal tag. Because I checked literally right before I streamed to make sure this was elimination, and it was. But I just had that weird feeling it's going to do the same thing it did at Validation. Hopefully not. Meant to be elimination. Might not be because, you know, we all know 2K. We'll see, I guess. But Angelo Bavos, now the legal man, also a part of that handicap match, also embarrassed. It was his big Fusion debut. He had the numbers game. Still couldn't get the job done. I honestly am a bit sad that Percy Simmons didn't choose Shanaz Andoni to be his fourth after all. I mean, Shanaz Andoni was clutch in that handicap match, man. He's the one that picked up the win. Simmons is just not the kind of guy to surround himself with the likes of the real number one Bubba, though. BFT knee smash, discus clothesline worked so well the first time, he's going to do it again. Why not? Punch to the chest. Angelo Barbos. Irish whip into his corner. Wow, the person's waiting for him with an elbow to the jaw. Oh! Kick to the gut. You never know when one of those Wall Street crashes can surface. Face first off the top turnbuckle. I think Barbos. Oh, watch out, Shamrock. Angelo giving no F's right here. Up over the shoulder. Yep, match just started a few minutes ago. Angelo Barbos is having a real good time introducing Percy Simmons to the top turnbuckle. Barbos, I thought Simmons got the reversal there. But the longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time continuing to eat buckle. I gotta ask him how it tastes after the show. I won't do that. He punched me right in the jaw. I tried to talk to Percy Simmons once backstage. Literally, I just said, hey man, what's up? Looking forward to your match later on. And he had Jamal throw me into a dumpster. That's the kind of man Percy Simmons is. Single knee gutbuster. Angelo Barbos is drained. Hot tag. Here comes Cameron Cray, the British Brute. Virtually unbeaten in CMV. As I mentioned before, the only man to beat him was Percy Simmons, and he laid down for Simmons, so on his record it's a loss. In reality, hard to really say that it is. Irish whip. Barbos knows he's got to get out of the corner. Team Simmons currently captainless. Jason Snake could have a real easy night, man. He might not even be tagged in, and this match could come to an end. What's Barbos doing? Cameron Cray is caught in a tree of woe. Wait a minute. The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, coast to coast. Angelo Barbos putting it all on the line. Can he get the win for his team? 1, 2. Oh, just nearly did. Percy Simmons and Shamrock returning to their respective aprons. Don't want to be disqualified. That would be a unfortunate end for, I think, either team. Especially the fans, though. I wouldn't put it past someone like Percy Simmons to try and win this match by a count out, or more specifically, a disqualification. Cameron Cray, though, a submission expert, half Boston Crab, I should say. Had it locked in for a few seconds, no longer than that. Babos house went to see what a kind man, before putting him right back down pretty hard with that back suplex. Punch to the back of the head from Diaz. A little bit of an assist. Percy Simmons is not happy about that. What's he doing? You're not the legal man. Simmons trying to distract Babos. It works. I don't know if it's really going to pay off, though. Babos staying in the driver's seat. You do not want to get into a striking contest with Babos, man. Particularly those kicks. Wait! They're going to do it again! They're going to do it again! Joey Diaz getting in to help out with Shamrock. They did this to Percy on Fusion. Now it's Cameron's turn. Powerbomb from the top rope. Oh my God. Oh, but Simmons getting through Diaz and Spade to make sure this match continues. His ironclad contract was slipping away. Man, Percy, no care for the rules. Rocker dropper, Babos busted open. Cameron Cray gonna try to crawl to the pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Swings the punch to the midsection. Cray's got to get a tag. That's what Cray has to do. Bicycle knee strike by the British Brute, who then takes a quick moment to bask in his own handiwork. Not many guys, I think, can just take a powerbomb off the top rope and keep going. That's how tough Cameron Cray is. That's why Percy Simmons enlisted him in his crusade to control Monday Night Fusion. Will it all come full circle? No. Trying to drag Babos to the bottom of the Thames, but Babos was ready to get out of it. Tag to Shamrock, tag Jamal Sadada, yes! The 2 tanks, the 2 beef boys, hitting each other as hard as they can. Jamal Sadada, who went unbeaten for nearly a year. The last ever European champion. Against the vest-wearing, spear-throwing, oh, hard-hitting Shamrock. What a spine buster. Will Jamal Sadana be pin throwing the 2nd time ever in his career? No, just a 1 count. I think Shamrock just went for his spear. Jamal chucking him to the side like garbage. Say, get that shit out of here. Oh, going for Babos. Wrong move, and here comes the captain. Here comes Jason Spade, tagging himself in, seeing that Shamrock was in trouble. The man with a world title match on the line, who's been in the ring with Jamal Sadana before. He's felt the raw power that the last European champion possesses. And he does not want to feel it again. Jason Spade to the top rope, but Cameron Cray pushing Spade from the high rent district. Spade still back up first, but Jamal was able to recuperate. Throwing out a shoulder thrust. Jason Spade, too quick. DDT clips him. Sedana's dazed and confused. Jason Spade knows it. Helluva kick in the corner almost knocked his beard off. Stomp to the lower back now. Jason Spade tells Joey Diaz, watch out. Cameron Craig can't help him all the way over there. Double boot stop. Jason Spade knows it's going to take a lot to keep Sedana down. Lands him, lobotomy. Can he do it? Hooks that tree trunk of a leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Bobo's trying to cut off Percy Simmons, but the franchise stops him. What is going on now? Everybody's getting in the ring. The ref's got to get some order in here. Percy Simmons. Whoa! A 2008 off the ropes to the Outlaw. I've completely forgotten that Jamal Sedana and Jason Spade are the legal men. Another Helluva kick. Was it Sedana that just got busted open? Spade giving the big man a run for his money. Reel him in, DDT. I've never seen Jamal Sedana beaten like this before. Michinoku driver. All Jamal needs is one opening. One big move from Sedana and you are done. And he's got so many different moves he can hit you with. Hot tag though, and here comes Christian Gavin for the first time in this match, who was supposed to be on Jason Spade's team, but turned his back on him to join Simmons. For what? Who knows? Spade doesn't care though. Choking out the rookie. Bending the rules a little bit. Gotta watch the 5 count. Spade. Imagine if he got disqualified through that world title match right out the window. Wait! Lindenberg lobotomy to Gavin. Percy Simmons trying to distract the ref and give Gavin some time to kick out. Will it be enough? 1, 2, it will. Gavin survives, but just barely, as Spade gonna bring Shamrock back in. Tells him finish the job. Gavin on Loopy Lane after getting his head drilled into the mat. Now face to face with the man he stood side by side with on the last episode of Fusion. No loyalty from Christian Gavin. His loyalty is to only one thing, and that's wealth. Bending the arm in a way it simply should not. Stomping on the bicep. Gavin very smart to pull Shamrock all the way to the opposite side of the ring, wanting to cut him off. Tag to Percy Simmons. Can the captain finish this one off? Shamrock just about puts him through the canvas with that spine buster. Hooks the leg. Shamrock. 1, 2. Oh my God, he had it. That was a 3. Come on. Jamal Sedana with the clutchest pin save I have ever seen. Goes after the arm. Forearm smashed low from Simmons. Rocker dropper. Rocker dropper. Ironclad. Looking to keep his grasp on Fusion alive tonight. BFT. The brick wall is crumbling. Shamrock knows it. Irish whip to the corner. Up from behind he comes, but Simmons, the veteran, elbow to the side of the head. He sees his chance, and he seizes it. Wall Street crash. Simmons is down. Can he get to the pin in time? Shamrock. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It is elimination. It is elimination. Shamrock's been eliminated. And now Team Simmons has the lead. What a blow! It might be fatal for Team Sokolov. Hey, he's gonna do it again! Wow, but Cray just broke it up. And Babos is taking on everybody now. Another rocker dropper to the new and improved Angelo Babos. Hooks the leg. A second elimination in only a minute. Yes, Babos is gone. Diaz from the top. Trying to catch Percy off guard, but Simmons was ready. Oh my God! This is amazing! 2008! Spade can't even watch. Half his team obliterated in a matter of minutes. Oh, but thankfully Diaz kicks out. My God. Can you believe it? And Simmons, rightfully so, taking a second to relish in what he's just accomplished. Here comes Jamal Sadana, giving the leader a bit of a break. I think he needs one. Diaz trying to remove Cameron Cray from the equation. And Diaz, oh my God! Landed right on top of Babos. Diaz taking out Jamal, taking out Cameron Cray. Look, we've seen superstars come back from stiffer odds before throughout CMV's history, all right? Joey Diaz and Jason Spade still have a chance. They are slim, but it is there. Jamal carrying Diaz like a baby. Yeah, Diaz ain't no child. He's the hot commodity. He's the one and only. I still can't believe Shamrock and Babos have been eliminated. It's falls count anywhere. Wait a minute. 1, 2. I did not know that. That's some news. Diaz is going to take advantage. I don't even know if he knew. I don't know who instituted a falls count anywhere stipulation. It almost cost Jamal there, though. Now that Jamal knows. What's this? Cobra clutch slam. And Spade's seen enough. He's coming to help. Oh, no. Changed his mind. Now hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh. I'm literally sweating here, guys. I'm on the edge of my seat. Back into the ring. Jamal Sadana, who's bleeding from a cut across his forehead. How fast did things turn around for Jason Spade? Only 5 minutes ago, he had 3 men backing him up. Now he's only got Joey Diaz, who, at this particular moment in time, is not faring too well. Dirty tactics by Jamal. Somebody like Sadana is not. I wish nobody would do stuff like that, but especially someone like Jamal, who's got so much going for him, to try and bend the rules like that. Really disgusting. Snapdragon suplex. Diaz gonna try to steal an elimination. Can he do it? No. Remember what's at stake. If Percy Simmons wins, Yuri Sokolov is removed as general manager. Triple H takes over. If Jason Spade wins, Sokolov stays as GM. Percy Simmons loses his ironclad contract, and the entire team gets title shots. Simmons from behind. Come on. Now using the numbers game to bully Diaz and Spade. But here comes Spade. Hot tag. Jamal is still sleeping on the outside. Waiting for him with a reverse STO. Those thin pads offering little to no support for the concrete that lies beneath. Drop kick into the apron. The back of Jamal Sadana very well could have been broken in 2 right there. Double chop to the throat. Jamal Sadana on his own. Manhandling Joey Diaz and Jason Spade. Diaz was right there to make the save. He missed. Got it the second time, though. Now he's got to get back out of the apron because disqualifications are in effect. Make sure that Diaz is no longer a nuisance. Jamal. Cobra clutch slam. Spade reverses it, though. At the very last second. Oh! Lance and Bergler bottoming on the outside. There's no way Jamal kicks out of that. There's no way. 1, 2, 3. Jamal's eliminated. For only the second time in his career, Jamal's been pinned, and now Crazy the Legal Man. He tells Spade, come on, bring it. What you got left? Trey with a tag to Percy. Double Irish whip from the control. Double hip toss. Continuing to use their tag team expertise in the numbers game they still have. 3v2. I am ready for this clutch. Punch to the back of the head. Tries for a tag of Diaz. Percy Simmons falling for the ploy, though. He should know better than that. Still doesn't give up, though. Diaz just keeps sending him packing. Both guys sleeping on their feet. Oh! What a right hand. Percy. I don't know, when did Simmons get cracked open? Sent out of his corner. Bad part of town, he's got to get out of there. Spade with a super kick to the midsection. Back body drop. Simmons was getting ahead of himself. He thought he had the match won. Is he going to blow this lead? Long road home? Nope. Northern Lights suplex. Hot tag to Diaz, and the hot commodity has got a bone to pick with Percy Simmons. It was the Control who a couple of months ago assaulted Joey Diaz backstage, stopped him from getting a shot at the Anarchy title. And then Simmons knocked off Diaz one-on-one. Oh my God! Springboard inverted Frankensteiner. Mamma mia! The single knee face trigger, but both men are down. Can Diaz get to the pin? Can he eliminate the captain? Can he make it 2v2? Will we see the clutch? Too much time wasted. Diaz knows better. Kick to the side of the head. You can't give Simmons even a second, because if you do, this is what happens. Wall Street trash. Jason Spade is still down. 1, 2, 3. Joey Diaz is eliminated, and now Spade is all by himself, and there's the numbers game. Takes out Simmons, but Trey comes running at him with that bicycle knee right to the jaw. And all Percy has to do is get up and make the pin, and this one's over. Maybe gonna try to give Christian Gavin the spotlight. It is 1v3. The future of Monday Night Fusion, Yuri Sokolov's career in a world title match, all rests on Jason Spade's shoulders. From the corner, wealthy Christian Gavin, who's done nothing in this match, with a boot to the face. I thought he had it. Spade busted open, but still kicks out. I don't think he's kicking out of this. Check the replay. Spade getting his neck snapped in half. And Team Simmons is victorious. Wow. What a match. But the future has been determined. Yuri Sokolov is out of power. Triple H is in, and Percy is still ironclad. You got to take nothing away from the performance of Jason Spade, and to a lesser extent, Joey Diaz, and even Angelo Babos and Shamrock. Jamal coming back out to celebrate. Can't believe he was eliminated. History made on that fact alone. But there are the men that run Monday nights. Oh my God, I'm going to drink this whole bottle of water right now. Woo! Yeah, I just noticed that. The battle of the no-names, I guess. Winner gets to keep their name? I don't know. Whew, gotta get back in the zone. All right, we have still, guys, got two more blockbuster matches to come. Our co-main event, TZ Mass and Hayden. Gonna look to finish what was started last month. Anything goes. Before we finish the night with the undisputed title on the line, PJ Moon and Andrew Briggs. Face to face. Ever since Hayden announced his return to CMV and Fusion at the top of last month, the bullies of virtue have stood in his way. First, Brian Jacobson defeating Hayden thanks to outside interference by the bully. And then in tag team competition, Mass and Jacobson bettering Elijah Stewart and Hayden. You all saw what happened in the chamber. Hayden wasn't even in the match for 2 minutes before TZ speared him through that bulletproof glass and eliminated him. And then earlier this week on Fusion, Mass ambushed Hayden and then beat him. Mass says tonight, I'm going to finish Hayden once and for all and prove that he's the past, I'm the future. The longest reigning NGW champion of all time, the British Bulldozer, coming head to head with the 5-time undisputed champion, the bona fide future Hall of Famer, the one, the only Hayden. Nobody was more excited than I when Kitely announced he was coming back to retake the throne and break his long-standing record with Paul Devine. Both men had 5 world title reigns apiece, the most in CMV's history. But TZ again and again and again and again has stopped the A-lister from pursuing that goal. TZ Mass said, your time came a long time ago. Now that me and Brian Jacobson are on Fusion, this is our show. And you're going to have to answer to me if you have any plans of going after that world championship. And now that we know Jason Spade won't be getting the world title match next month at Dark Carnival, #1 contendership going to be wide open. The winner of this match right here very well could be named #1 contender. Although now that Yuri Sokolov is no longer general manager of Monday Night Fusion and COO Triple H is in power, I can't even fathom, man. Anything, literally anything could happen tomorrow night on Fusion and going forward. Things have changed. They are not going to be the same. TZ Mass slipping up Hayden from the get-go. Irish Whipper to the corner, and this is indeed anything goes. No countouts and no disqualifications, only victory by pinfall or submission in the ring. Oh, jeez. Did he slap his thigh? That's what it looked and sounded like. I mean, TZ Mass has got some beefy thighs, so I wouldn't mind slapping him. Don't judge me. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about Brian Jacobson playing a factor in this match after what he went through inside the Rage in a Cage at the top of the show. There's no way he's going to be a factor. He's in no condition. Not that TZ Mass needs him, but time and time again, the bullies of virtue have played by those dirty heel tactics to get the better of Hayden. Escaping that Anaconda Vice. Hayden with a pop-up punch. When TZ Mass is definitely the bigger guy. Definitely going to be the stronger. Ooh, but when it comes to throwing hands, I don't know. Hayden might have him beat there, literally, from that full mount. Camel clutch. But TZ Mass comes through. I mean, if you look at the history between these two, the first loss Hayden got was at the hands of Brian Jacobson because TZ Mass interfered. In the tag team match, the Bullies of Virtue double-teamed Hayden in order to pin him. Inside the chamber, TZ Mass caught Hayden off guard, spearing him through the pod. And then earlier this week on Fusion, TZ Mass gave himself an advantage by jumping tightly while he was making his entrance. TZ Mass has not beaten Hayden clean one-on-one. Can he tonight? Or will the shenanigans be stopped? So far, I don't think so. Mass is sending a very clear message that he ain't gonna let these has-beens pass him by. Back into the Anaconda Vice. TZ intent on making Hayden tap. Hayden, a submission master, the OG specialist with his Hollywood hold that very few have ever escaped from. Oh, walks right into the stunner. And then a headbutt too. Tightly is hard-headed. And that's not just meant figuratively, but literally as well. As you see, he taps his forehead. He's been busted open. Clothesline again. The 5-time undisputed champion is coming back. This is a man that's accomplished virtually every single thing one can within CMV. He headlined 2 ascendances, but can he beat TZ Mass almost with the catchphrase, but it's not enough. Hayden's got to play it smart against TZ Mass. Mass is a slower guy. He likes to adopt a methodical pace and punish his opponents with his brute power. So Hayden has to either keep him grounded, wear him down and lock in the Hollywood hold, or outmaneuver him like he does right there with the backslide driver. And now Hayden knows that he's got TZ rocked. Goes to the arm, looking to set up the Hollywood hold. Punches swung and connecting with the midsection though. Oh, GZ, I think he just tried to go for Mass Effect. If that would have connected, it could have meant game over. Fisherman's driver. Oh, the crunch of Hayden's neck off the mat. Both men are down. No rest for the wicked as each man attempts to regain their composure. It's like looking into a mirror. Mass is up first. Past meaning present, but who's the future? Northern Light suplex reversal from Kitely. Another catchphrase. And Hayden letting his anger show as he bashes Mass's head off the mat. And there it is. Hollywood hold. Locked in. Mass immediately escapes. You have got to be kidding me. I don't even think Hayden had it fully locked in. And now Mass. Oh, Hangman's DDT. Neck breaker. Cover. 1, 2. Hayden will not give TZ Mass the satisfaction. Mass might have to break Hayden here, guys, to keep him down. He might have to do something drastic. I don't know if there's any other way. Back sweep for Hayden. TZ counters it. All of his body weight down across the sternum. TZ. Everything you could want in a wrestler. Big, burly, strong, but quick. And those hands of his that are currently covered in Hayden's blood are enough to knock any man out. Here's TZ trying for another submission. He wants Hayden to tap so bad. The rings of Saturn applied. Hayden's trapped. There's nowhere to go. Is Kitely going to tap? He might have to. Look at Hayden. Not one man alive can deny that Kitely is one of the best to lace up a pair of boots and step into a wrestling ring. Is he the best ever? There's a strong argument to be made that yes, he is. I thought that was going to be the 3. But you know what? At the same time, TZ Mass is building up a case and showing everyone why he has the potential to be the next Hayden, or maybe even be better than Hayden ever was. A punch directly to the schnoz. Kitely sent tumbling down to the outside. Punch deflected, kick to the midsection. Tries for the dropkick but misses. TZ Mass grabs him by the head. Gonna use the apron as a weapon, bashing Kitely face first into it. And Hayden's already bleeding. What the hell? TZ Mass going over the barricade, falling onto the concrete in the audience. Hayden in the ring, now come at me, big guy. I'm ready. Another fisherman's driver. TZ just right back to work. You're not going to see Mass playing around. This is a guy who enjoys what he does. And what he does is kick ass. More and more blood covering his hands as Hayden continues to leak like a faucet. Stunner number 2? No! Hayden rejects it, but he's got nothing left. TZ going after the arm. That's Hayden's number 1 weapon. If he loses his arms, he loses 90% of his offense. He loses his biggest weapon, the Hollywood hold. Up against the ropes. Hayden with an Irish whip, knee to the midsection. Oh, work at the kitchen sink. So Hayden is literally throwing everything and the kitchen sink at TZ Mass here. Russian leg sweep. Mass has his back against the ropes. Hayden's gonna lock it in again. No, trying to pick TZ Mask up. Misses the European uppercut. And that's his mistake. Trips up Hayden. Continues to dig away at the open wound. Mask. Oh! Suplex pile driver. Reminiscent of a Hall of Famer, rip in peace, Scott Norrie. And, well, the move that Christian Gavin just used in our last bout to put away Jason Spade. TZ Mask says it's game over with the thumb across his throat, almost looking at Hayden with pity in his eyes. Swinging for the fences with that double axe handle. And Hayden, oh, almost went on a trip. TZ again tried to hit Mass Effect. Again, it was reversed. TZ says, all right, you want to keep going? I can keep going, Hayden. I can go all night. And TZ can. He has before. Trying to turn this into a boxing match with these jabs. Double damage on the outside. And remember, there are no countouts as this is anything goes. Locking in the rings of Saturn. TZ Mask can't win. Even if Hayden were to tap out to this, it wouldn't matter. But I think Mask just wants to make Hayden hurt. It's almost like TZ Mask was immediately insulted that Hayden even returned. I mean, on the night that Hayden joined me on commentary, TZ was tweeting. He said, why is this guy back? It's my time. Camel Clutch. The maneuver that Hayden used in the main event of Ascendance 2 to retain his world title. Defeating another legendary big man, Duo Maxwell. TZ Mask escapes it, not able to avoid that neck breaker, hooks the leg. And these guys are pushing each other to their limits. This is nothing like their previous confrontations. Straight down the middle. Each man has had their time to shine. Each man has been down, but neither is out. Spine buster by Hayden. Counter, DDT by Mask, who's already shot twice for the Mass Effect. And there's the stunner reversed again. Hayden closing in. Mask keeps him at bay with a kick to the midsection. Oh my, that's the third time that Hayden has reversed the stunner. Hayden donning the proverbial crimson mask now as blood soaks his entire face. Mask looking for another Hangman's DDT. That one landed badly. That one, oh my. I think this is over. No! Hands on his hips, Mask beside himself. Unbelieving that Hayden continues to kick out. You should have known what you were getting yourself into, Bully. But Hayden! Final cut! Out of nowhere! Hooks the leg! 1, 2, 3! Hayden has defeated the British Bulldozer. That is why Hayden is a 5-time world champ. What a match. I hope TZ learned his lesson, but knowing him, probably not. Here at Sacrifice, it has not been a great night for the Bullies of Virtue. Both suffering losses, maybe TZ's a little bit more embarrassing. When it was straight up one-on-one, no outside interference, no shenanigans, no pre-match attacks. Raw skill versus raw skill. Hayden is the better man. My gosh, guys, what a pay-per-view this has been. Every single match has been a banger. And we have still got our main event to come. Let me finish off this water. Gotta stay hydrated because these matches have been so hype. I'm fucking sweating like a madman over here. And I'm sick. But I could be dying and I would still commentate for you. We have made it to the end of the line. And will that indeed be what tonight represents for Andrew Briggs? The end of the line, just as he got to the top of the mountain after years and years of pushing, shot after shot, attempt after attempt, but never quitting. He finally won the big one, became world champion, defeating Jacob Ziegler at the end of last month. But just as he did so, a man he thought was his friend, a man he shared championship gold with, stabbed him in the back. Just because of jealousy. And that's what it is. Doesn't matter what PJ Moon says. He claimed earlier he's the savior of CMV, trying to save CMV from having someone like Andrew Briggs as the world champion. But when you get right down to it, you don't need to be a psychiatrist to realize that PJ Moon has failed to capture the world championship on multiple occasions. And then he sees his tag team partner do what he could not. And that sent Moon over the edge. A heinous attack that kept Andrew Briggs out for the better part of a month. And Briggs was not supposed to return at Validation, but he did. He pushed through. He defied the doctor's orders to show up and represent Fusion and the champion of champions triple threat, just as he did earlier this week on Fusion against Perry Heaton, and that grueling and testing confrontation that he won, but that he barely survived. When you look at the facts, PJ Moon has done everything in his power to ensure that he walks into this one with the advantage. Andrew Briggs probably not even at 50%. But again, he's here to defend his championship. And as if Andrew's back wasn't already pressed firmly against the wall, PJ Moon managed to talk, former general manager now, Yuri Sokolov, into making this no holds barred. Both men signed contracts. CMV cannot be held liable for what these men are about to do to each other. PJ Moon could very well be his last shot at the world title, and he knows it. But there he is, There's the man, leaving Ted Dickens in the back for Ted's own safety. He's taking off the bandages. He's back in the blue. He is here for anything that PJ throws at him. You want to fight? You'll get a fight. You want a wrestling match? It'll be a wrestling match. Andrew Briggs can go toe-to-toe with any one man of any kind of style on any single day. But even though he's taken off those bandages, I talked to Andrew earlier tonight, and he told me my shoulder is still jacked up. My ribs still hurt every single time I breathe. My knee aches with each step I take. But he also told me I could be broken in half, and I would crawl to that ring to fight PJ Moon. Will Andrew Briggs' pride be his downfall, though? Exactly 1 year ago today, Andrew Briggs was in this exact position challenging Hayden for the World Championship. Now here he is defending the title against the remorseless PJ Moon, who threw out a friendship that was just blossoming for the sheer fact that he didn't want to take a back seat to Andrew Briggs' success. Neither man showing much emotion as they just stared daggers across the ring at each other. Andrew lifts his title up. He says, "You want this, PJ Moon? You are going to have to take it off my cold, dead body." And as it's no holds barred, we might actually see that. I think PJ Moon is willing to do whatever he has to do to walk out a sacrifice, leave Columbus, Ohio, and enter Fusion tomorrow night in its new era as world champion. Here we go. Main event is underway. Moon Briggs world title. Let's go. Briggs unable to contain the fury inside. Cross body rights and lefts. Out and right back down. Moon, you have awoken the sleeping dragon. Moon rolls out of the way, though. This is what Moon wanted. He wanted Andrew Briggs to be inside his own head. He wants Briggs to express that anger. He wants the hate to consume him. Because if that happens, Briggs will be off his game. He won't be focused. And Moon is focused. Super kick dodged. Crossbody missed. Punch to the back of the head. Nope. Soccer ball kick. Does not connect. That Russian leg sweep does, though. Pinfall or submission in the ring. That's the only way one of these two men can win the match. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Briggs does not have his champion's advantage. Even if referee Tyson wanted to, he could not end this match via referee stoppage. Even the ref had to sign a contract because he's caught in the crossfire. Fight goes ringside. And PJ Moon just tossing Briggs down to the floor with a thud. Overhand punch, though. Andrew Briggs over the knee. Knee to the face, and again, one more. Fourth time. Lines up that fifth. Moon crumbling in on himself. Wrenching the arm, but Moon's waiting with the forearm smash. Creates a bit of distance. And PJ Moon taking a page out of Hayden's book with the catchphrase, "Here we go, what's Moon gonna bring out to play with?" Nothing. Andrew Briggs cuts him off. Good thing, too. I have no earthly idea what's under that ring. I don't really want to find out. In this type of scenario, as Andrew Briggs hits a zigzag on the outside, Andrew Briggs really is his own worst enemy. Even PJ Moon takes a step back when it comes to Briggs battling with himself. Brain buster. I mean, pretty much on concrete. Briggs catches the boots though, stomp to the midsection. Sit out face buster. I think these guys are content to just finish off the match right here in front of the announce table. Briggs again with the knee barrage. Moon is busted open. It's been a bloody night here at Sacrifice, and it's only gonna get bloodier. Now the ring apron used against Moon as he gets dropped face first. Andrew Briggs into the ring, eagle-eyed. Gave Moon too much time. Arm drag by the #1 contender. The winners of the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic, who only a few months ago shared the Fusion Tag Team titles. Briggs knocks Moon to the outside, tells him stay put from the top rope. Oh my God, elbow stamp. What is Briggs doing? That time it paid off, sure. But you are on half health, throwing caution to the wind like that. Moon is bleeding even worse, like a stuck pig. Oh, the poke to the eyes, no DQ. Anything goes. Briggs, for a brief second, blinded. Back on track though as he drops an elbow to the lower back. Arm drag though. Moon, this new grungier, sadistic side of PJ Moon. This isn't the happy-go-lucky man who came into CMV almost a year ago. It's the man who just got a knee shoved in his face. Clothesline, nothing left from Briggs. Into the pin, middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. PJ Moon kicks out. Don't ask me how, I can't tell you. Moon is still alive, even though he doesn't look like it. Wait a minute, Briggs! Briggs! Another one! Another one! Shining Wizard! Looking like a Quentin Tarantino movie. 1, 2, 3! Andrew Briggs is still the undisputed champion. My God. PJ Moon attempted to get to the heart of Andrew Briggs. And he did. And he paid for it. Andrew Briggs need PJ Moon into tomorrow. Look at Moon's face. I don't know that I've seen that much blood in my life. Andrew Briggs is still world champion. But if you think this one is over, then you are dead wrong. PJ Moon promised that he would take that world title from Andrew Briggs. And one misstep, as big as it was not going to send him packing. So for tonight, Andrew Briggs celebrates. But what does tomorrow bring for the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion?